President Trump is trying to turn the focus from the Epstein files, but the controversy over the late convicted sex offender still consuming Washington and dividing a lot of Trump supporters. Joining us now, NBC's correspondent from Washington, Alice Barr. Good morning, Alice.
Good morning, Cheryl.
All right, Alice, we're learning that the president was told that his name was in the Epstein files. Break that down for us. What's been the fallout at the White House?
Yeah, so the Wall Street Journal is out with new reporting that President Trump is named in the Justice Department's Epstein files, the unreleased files. And it's important to note that we already knew that President Trump was named in what has been made public evidence in this case. So that's not really a surprise. We already know that there was a past relationship, that President Trump and Jeffrey Epstein socialized together in the past, and the president has been adamant that he cut that relationship off some 2 decades ago at this point. But the Wall Street Journal is citing senior administration officials, noting for the first time that Attorney General Pam Bondi told the president back in May that his name appears multiple times in these files, along with many other high-profile figures. President Trump was asked about that last week, whether he had been told that he was named, and he said no. He said that Attorney General Bondi had only given a very quick briefing. Important to note that a Justice Department official tells NBC News a mention of anyone would not necessarily suggest wrongdoing, and they've not confirmed anything about the president being named, being told, etc. The Attorney General also said that nothing in the files warranted further investigation or prosecution, and the White House is just roundly rejecting the Journal's reporting here.
Well, we're certain the calls for release and more information will continue. Everyone pretty stirred up over this one. So, Alice, let's shift gears now. Talk about the House subcommittee.
Right. So there was a new vote in the subcommittee on a bipartisan basis. 3 Republicans joined the Democrats to move to subpoena the Justice Department to give them full files on the notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, though they specified that any victims' names would be redacted from those files. And then it would be up to that committee to decide whether those files would then become public from that point. The subcommittee is also seeking subpoenas for high-profile names, including former President Clinton and a string of past attorneys general. And this is a subcommittee of the House Oversight Committee, which confirmed they are going to go ahead and do this to try to get these subpoenas. That committee did already formally subpoena convicted Epstein accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell for a deposition next month. That date is set. And the Deputy Attorney General is expected to meet with Maxwell as soon as today. An attorney who represented more than 200 victims of Epstein's sexual abuse says that those victims are deeply anxious that Maxwell could be pardoned in this case, questioning why else she would speak if she's getting nothing out of it. So that's an important element to watch here, and questions as well about her credibility. Sure.
Really important element there, Alice, and a woman who has a lot of information. The question is what might or would be shared. All right, Alice Barr, always appreciate the updates out of Washington. Thanks so much for the time.